Hello, hello, hello. I can't promise how long this is going to last. I'm exhausted. Everyone. Oh, we'll wait a few moments. I started early, so. Oh. Figured on the computer it would tell me who was on, but it just still shows the numbers. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm exhausted, so if I look tired, it's because I am. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. San Antonio, Texas. I am from Texas. I was born in El Paso. Hey, our little gingerbread. Yeah. Well, oh, I'm trying to get home. I knew I was going to stop tonight because there's like hurricane weather blowing in through Florida right now. So I just decided to stop. I'm about an hour from Florida, and then I got 5 hours from there to get home. Unfortunately, I can't say I was raised in Texas. I probably lived there like a total of 3 years of my life. My dad was in the military, so we got moved around a lot when I was younger. Yeah, it was storming crazy in Indiana yesterday, so it's definitely hurricane season, and I know that kind of affects almost everyone um, within so many miles of the water. So look at me trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I seriously was not cold until I started this, and now like the air decided to stay on, and I'm cold. Pennsylvania. I've driven through Pennsylvania before. I've never been to Pennsylvania. I was Most of my life was in Indiana, unfortunately, and then the good parts of my life were in Georgia, and now I live in Florida, which is not bad. I just I liked I like Florida. I liked Florida when we lived closer to Orlando, not necessarily when we lived in Haines City, but like when we lived when I lived in Orlando, basically. It was fun because there was always something to do, and now we live in a retirement city, and it just it's it's the perfect pace for where I'm at in my life right now, but the weather is just it's not worth it when you don't have Disney to go to. So I'm gonna try not to yawn so much. Okay, I know where Evansville is. I'm trying to think of where it's at into relation with my family, though. I think it's south of them. You've never been to Florida. Well, Fun fact, I never had been to Florida until my late 20s, so it's never too late. Oh, okay. I thought I put it in the chat, but I last time I thought I put it in the chat, and for some reason it, even when I clicked on the link, it didn't work. So I don't know if it works or not. But if you do ever come to Florida, I do recommend Orlando, even though it's like the busiest area. Um, just don't stay near the parks. You can get a hotel within, 20, 30 minutes from the parks that's still a good hotel. And then you're still close enough to everything where you're not paying the park prices. So even if it's just like, if you don't want to do Disney, you want to do Universal or SeaWorld or something like that, just stay away from the parks, like stay in a hotel away from the parks because you're going to save a lot of money. Okay. That's my little tidbit. And I think Disney lets you take in a water bottle now, like a reusable water bottle. I'm pretty sure they let you take that in now. And if you need to rent a wheelchair at Disney, I know when we went in October, it was $80, and then I got 40 of that back when I returned the cart because it's like a deposit. So it wasn't that bad. But if you go to SeaWorld, it's $100 flat. You don't pay a deposit or anything. It's just $100 flat, no money back. And I don't know what it is at Universal. Look at me. That's how much I care about wheelchairs, guys. I need to. When you can't walk, but you love going to the parks. Um, but yeah. And if I start going on a tangent, just reel me back in. Oh, I want to take a Disney cruise. It's on my bucket list. My husband wants me to do a cheap cruise first because when my dad took me deep sea fishing, I got seasick. So he doesn't want to pay a lot of money for a Disney cruise and then me be sick the whole time. So I see his logic behind it. It's just, I don't know. Now he wants to go to like Ireland. So it's like, do we want to cruise first? Or, I mean, we can't really do anything except go to Indiana until Stitch passes away, unfortunately, because we have no one to watch him. So he has to go with us wherever we go. We're going to Gatlinburg on family vacation, but we rented an Airbnb so he can go. But Airbnbs can get pricey if it's just you and your spouse and your dog. So, but going as a whole group, it's a little more worth it because I think when we split it amongst everyone, it ended up being like $500 a couple for the Airbnb, and that's for a whole week. So that's less than $100 a night, which isn't bad. I mean, you can barely find a nice hotel for $100 a night. But yeah, I would definitely wait if you if you wait until he's probably like 6 or 7, he'll remember it better. I think I get why parents take their babies there because they want to get pictures with the characters with them as a baby, but like they're not going to remember they went to Disney. So you're taking them for your benefit, not theirs. Also, I have to edit Wednesday's video still. Just FYI, guys, it'll probably be later Wednesday because the way I record, it's going to be a haul video, but the way I recorded it this time, because I wanted to try some different editing techniques, I kind of didn't think that through when I was scheduling things. But I had already uploaded that footage onto my computer, and I can only upload one video's worth of footage at a time because I have no storage on this computer at all. And I've been debating on getting a new computer or getting a new phone because this is my camera for what I record videos with, and I also can only have so many videos on this at a time. So during this time of year, I'm constantly editing and scheduling videos because I don't have any room. So I have to constantly go back and forth, and I can't afford to get a phone and a computer this year. So I'm really debating. There's nothing wrong with the computer except it doesn't have any storage on it. Same with the phone. There's nothing wrong with it except there's no storage on it. And I can't do external storage. I have an external storage, but last time I transferred my data onto external storage, I couldn't get it to transfer onto the computer or do anything with it from the external storage. So I don't know. I really don't know. So also, if you want to do a Disney cruise, if you get a hold of the Disney Travel Club, I know people are going to say travel clubs are a ripoff, but if you do the Disney Travel Club, you get a lot more for your money because they hook you up with excursions and boat credits and stuff like that. Plus, a lot of times they'll give you discounts on park tickets in I think you have a year to use the discount or something like that, but you could use it in the same year. You could literally go to your cruise and then go to the park and use a discounted ticket. What the heck is on my sweater? Anyway, but I would if you want to do anything Disney related, look into the Disney Vacation Club people that book this stuff. Don't do a normal travel agent, or don't even try to book it yourself, because we looked at booking it ourselves and you get nothing. You have to pay for everything, but we've done quotes. I don't think we've done it for Disney Cruise though. I think we looked at through BJ's Travel Club or something like that, which is our membership thing. It's like a Sam's Club. I do a lot of stuff doing a cruise there, but I don't think they did Disney. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. You guys can stop me anytime. Just let me know what y'all want to talk about. It's starting to rain. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. The only reason to show that is because it doesn't really show where I'm at, which in the video I'm making for my travel, you'll know where I'm at now, but I'm not going to say where I'm at, obviously, for safety reasons. I don't think any of you guys will come and murder me, but you never know who's going to pop on and watch this. So this hotel is so nice. They have a blackout curtain and another curtain to go over the blackout curtain. I might actually sleep. And so far I haven't heard one person. The last hotel I stayed at, the neighbor decided to wake up at 3 a.m. and shower and blow dry their hair. So that woke me up. And I just got up and checked out and left and went on to my dad's. Because I had already I forgot my travel fan. So I have to have a fan to sleep, and the phone did its best. I put like white noise on my phone and it did its best, but it's just not the same as my fan that I have at home. Luckily, my dad has a fan, so. And you can take food items into Disney. I don't know if they let you take food items on the boat, though. Because I know if you go to the park, a lot of people pack their lunch instead of eating at the thing. I'm sorry. I know a lot about Disney, so if I'm talking too much about Disney, I'm sorry. Did the chat freeze up or did no one's on anymore? I scare everyone away with my Disney talk. I've only ever been to Walt Disney World, and my favorite park out of those is, well, I've not really been to Epcot, so I can't say anything about Epcot. So Magic Kingdom, honestly, is my favorite. And second would be Animal Kingdom. And then I don't really care for Hollywood. Like, I like three rides at Hollywood Studios. And I've never really been to Epcot. I went with my cousin, but she only took me to the Soarin' ride and whatever Spaceship Earth, and then we left. So, and went to some other park. But my goal in life is to go to all the Disney parks. I know that's never going to happen, but I want to at least get to Disneyland since it's in the United States as well. But I want to go to Disney Paris, Disney Tokyo, Hong Kong. I think it's in Hong Kong or Shanghai. There's one in Korea and one in China, I think, or they might both be in China. I don't remember, but they're anyway. So that's my goal. Yep, there are a lot of weirdos in the world. You should have been here last week. Oh man. I had some dude come on here asking me if I would buy him an iPad. Like, I don't even own an iPad myself. Why would I buy you one? It's like crazy. That wasn't even the craziest thing, but just still. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Sorry for the long pauses. I run out of things to say, so I think that you guys are getting delayed from what I'm saying. So let me actually log on and see how delayed it is. Because I guess I have to log in on the internet. All right. Yeah, you guys are on a 5-second delay. So sorry about that. So I guess while I'm waiting for some questions or whatever in the chat, I can kind of let you know what the plans are. Um, it's weird. um, but the plans for coming up next week, I plan on pulling all my fall things out, laying them out on the table, and trying to figure out what I want to do this year as far as decorating for fall. And then I'll decorate. Then I don't know exactly when the fall decorate with me will go up, but the week prior or the video prior to when the fall decorate will go up, I will post a fall decorating marathon, which will have all my previous fall decorating videos. So you guys will have that to look forward to. I know it's not my normal cleaning, but sometimes we just have to take a break in the monotony. I know I've been doing a lot of hauls lately, and that's honestly because I've just not been cleaning. I I cleaned the house before I left, and I did record that, so we'll be seeing that as well. So, um, yeah, that's about it for what's coming up. Is just fall decorating. Oh, and then of course I'll have a very lengthy chit chatty video of my trip. I don't think I got any clips. I maybe 2 clips that aren't just full of me just talking. So if you like my chit chatty videos, you guys will like that one. But if you don't watch it, I don't blame you. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to hear people talk, so I get it. I get it. I, on the other hand, don't mind listening to people talk. That's why some of the vloggers I watch are people I watch because I actually like to listen to people talk. But um I understand there are some people that watch my videos for all the wrong reasons, but I don't really cater to them, so well, I always make that statement because I had someone comment one time that I talk too much in my videos and I need to put more music in. So I started putting more music in. Then I had someone tell me I put too much music in. So I've been trying to find the perfect balance, but honestly, there's some days I don't want to talk. So you get a video that's a lot of music. So you can always tell when like I'm just not in the mood to talk because the videos will be mostly music. Plus, I pay for Epidemic Sound, so I should use the music more. But like, and I do during the holidays, I do use music more than I do the rest of the year. So, oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully, you can get some time off soon. Is that you, Michelle? I can't tell by the picture. The picture's little. I just happened to look, and the picture kind of looks like your picture, but no, because you said you're in Texas, so you're not Michelle. Um, da, da, da. But yes, uh, that sounds exhausting. Grandkids, I don't have any kids, but kids can be exhausting. I don't work though, so I don't really have an excuse not to clean my house. Except for that, I do have an excuse, but I don't like to use it because, like, here's my thing. Yes, I'm technically disabled, but like I can still walk. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna be in a lot of pain the next few days from being in the car, and um, so this week it's gonna be a real chillaxing week. I'm just gonna chillax this week because that's what I'm gonna need. So, aside from cooking dinner and washing my husband's work clothes, I have no plans besides editing this whole week. Editing, editing, editing. That is my goal, is to get everything on my phone cleared off before I start recording fall decorating videos or fall decorating, and then all the fall fun videos that I haven't planned out yet. Last year I tried to plan out fall fun videos and they never happened because I didn't have the energy. And the Christmas decorating is gonna be so boring this year because I'm not decorating like I normally do because we're not gonna be here, and I honestly just don't feel like putting all the effort into it this year. I don't know, because my house is usually like decked to the brims, and we're probably gonna put a tree up. We're not putting our village out this year. I've already decided that it's a lot of work for my husband to put the village out because I don't like to do it. So he puts the village out, and he doesn't want to do it this year. So I said, that's fine. We're not going to be here. We don't need the village. So I really haven't figured out Christmas decorating yet either, except for the village isn't going out. Um, Plus, we got 2 new trees that I've never even seen. Well, I don't remember seeing anyway. We got them from my husband's cousin. That reminds me of my nephew when he was younger. He was nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. Now he just plays Fortnite all day, and no, it's okay. I love him. Yeah, I don't have many nieces or nephews, so I technically have 3 nephews, but only one of them talks to me. So the other 2 are on my husband's side, and we're lucky if we get a response for anything we send them. So, um, this time or the first time? Because the first time, well, I can answer. You left that in a comment, and I never got around to answering it. So I'll answer that now. So the first time I started YouTube was back in 2008. And back then, YouTube allowed you to do video comments to people. And so I used to leave comments on people's channels instead of typing it all out. And one of the girls that I'm still friends with on Facebook, I've never met her in real life or anything like that, but she told me, because the way I commented back and everything, she said, you should just start a YouTube channel. And so I did. And I used to do daily vlog, not daily vlogging, but I used to post 3 times a week, but it was like a vlog and not cleaning. And that's a lot of work to edit and stuff like that. And so, um, anyway, I ended up quitting that channel because the group of people that I was in, my little clique, I guess you could say, what, you know, how even YouTube has groups and stuff. Anyway, we were being bullied a lot, and I just decided to quit. A lot of people did quit, and very few of the people that were in the genre of videos that I was linked with stayed. So, yeah, I left, and then I made this channel, I think in 2011, 2013, but I never really consistently vlogged until I became disabled. So, and I started vlogging because I needed something to occupy my time, because all I was doing was watching TV and I was bored, and I just said, you know what? I was watching, who was it? Love Meg and Tiffany Beeston at the time were like the cleaning people, and Bits of Brie or something like that that used to pop up for cleaning all the time. And then rumors started going around that a lot of the cleaning people, not necessarily them, it never specified who, but it said a lot of the people in the cleaning community were fakes, that they had professionals come in and clean their house, and then they would go through with the vacuum and a rag and act like they were cleaning for views. And that kind of irritated me. And then, so not long after I started my channel, I found Kim from the Wads. So I started watching her, and then I found Fearfully Created. And those two are, I consider, cleaning channels. Fearfully Created is a cleaning channel, and she does renovations as well. And then Kim is mainly cleaning and shopping like me. So I found them too, but they're like real, kind of like what I'm looking for, someone who can be real and, just honest and forthright, instead of trying to paint the perfect image. Like, we're not perfect people, so stop lying about your life and just be real, because that's the problem with people like Love Meg and Tiffany Beeston and Bits of Brie, is that they put on this perfect persona, and their life is not all suns and rainbows. So why act like it? Just be honest with your audience. And so that's why I decided to do a cleaning channel, is because I have to clean my house anyway, and I needed something to occupy my time. And it turned out that cleaning videos are actually pretty easy to edit. So I'm that way too. So I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked my channel has lasted as long as it has, because I'm totally a start something, never finish it type. I have so many craft projects that I half started, and I'll probably never finish them. So I'm definitely that type of person, but I think it's because I've grown kind of a community of people that comment on my channel now, and can actually communicate with me. Whereas, like, in the beginning, before I started getting people to really comment on my channel, I was kind of like, why am I doing this? This is what. But I told myself, give yourself at least a year, and if you still don't have anyone really watching or whatever, then decide if it's worth your time. Because yes, I do make the videos because it occupies my mind, but at the same time, if nobody's watching them, why would I waste my time posting them? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to go back and rewatch it. Maybe I do go back and watch my decorating videos, actually, because I like to see how I decorated it before, because I like to change things up sometimes. So, but yeah. that's basically why I started YouTube, how I got into YouTube. I kind of wish I never deleted my old channel, because I had like 5,000 subscribers on that channel. And the only reason I did not monetize myself back then is because the way YouTube made their monetization look was that you had to join one of those, like, I don't know the proper term for them, but it's like Maker Studios used to be one, and there's a bunch of them that were like Maker Studios. They're like these little groups that YouTube made it sound like you had to join and be part of one of those to be able to monetize your videos, when in fact you could have gotten AdSense from day one, but the way they made it sound, you couldn't do it. I don't know. I wish I would have just privatized all those videos and kept that channel so that I would have already been there. Hey, you know what? There have been days where I've turned the camera on, started cleaning, and then in the next clip, I'm in a completely different outfit, and I straight up tell you guys, I just, I couldn't do it. So even when filming doesn't always motivate you, so it is motivating, but it's also, you can just turn the camera off and go sit on the couch and chill. And some days that's how it happens. I will literally turn the camera on, start cleaning, and be like, you know what, I don't want to do this. Turn the camera off and go sit out. I've done it many, many of times. Back when I first got hurt, I used to film myself, but I would wear the same clothes. Like, I would just put on the same clothes I was wearing until I finished the video, because it takes me, sometimes it takes me a week to clean my whole house, but I would post like whole house cleaning videos, but I wasn't really cleaning my house in a day. And so finally I said, you know what, I'm sitting here telling people to be real. I'm going to be real. And so I came out and said, you know what, I'm not going to be changed. I'm going to be not going to be in the same clothes anymore. You guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It takes me a week to clean my house, but it is what it is. Do you watch other cleaning people? Because it could be cleaning related, or do you watch grocery hauls because it could be grocery haul related? Because I type into, when you post a video, you type in tags. So I type in anything related to whatever video I'm posting. So if you were searching for anything related to what I was posting, so that's the only way I can think of maybe I showed up on your feed, is because you've watched similar things in the past, or you were specifically searching for like grocery hauls or something like that, and it popped up. I did have someone tell me I popped up on their feed before, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't expect it, because I'm just a small channel. I don't even have a thousand subscribers, so I wouldn't expect to be popping up on anyone's feed. I should ask that sometime though in one of my videos. How did you find my channel? Because most of the people I watch now, I found by searching Christmas decorate with me's or holiday decorating, or it's something along with decorating, because I love watching people decorate their houses for the holidays. Even the lady that decorated in all pink. I'm not a pink Christmas gal, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. And when I say all pink, I'm not talking about some pops of pink. No, she had pink wreaths with pink bows, pink berries on those wreaths, pink Christmas trees. Just it was a pinked out Christmas for her. And to each their own. Everyone has their own style, and I just appreciate everyone for what they love because everyone's not the same. And I even told her, I said, not my cup of tea, but I love that you do you. You know, you gotta, I do a lot of grocery hauls. I had some girl tell me I buy too many groceries, but here's the thing. I always like to keep 3 months worth of groceries on hand because you never know what's going to happen. My husband could get sick or lose his job or something could happen to me and he would need to have food because you know what I'm saying? So you never know what's going to happen in the future. So I always like to keep 3 months of food at least. So um I do not edit from my phone. So I would not even know how to tell you how to edit from your phone. I'm trying to think who edits from their phone that I know. Mm, mm, I don't know if Gingerbread House does or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, so if you reach out to my little, I don't know if you watch her or not, but she does gardening content right now. She's been doing a lot of gardening stuff. Um, she might be able to help you more with the phone than I could because I edit from a computer. I've tried, I don't have the patience for the phone. So I stole my husband's laptop when I started editing because my MacBook stopped working. Yes, I am. I'm trying my hardest. Traveling obviously sucks, hence why I have a cherry coke because I stopped at a gas station. I was going to get a water. Their options for water was Dasani, Aquafina, or Smart Water, and not all of those are gross. I would have rather just had a bottle of purified water or spring water or something, not those three. Those three are disgusting. I hate them. Sorry if you like them, but I hate those three waters. Those three waters are gross. I would have even paid for Evian water. We all know how expensive Evian water is, but I would have paid the money for an Evian water because I really wanted a water. Instead, I got a Coke because they didn't have nothing else unless it was full of sugar. And this is zero sugar, which is even worse for you. Chemical wise, it's worse for you than regular Coke is. But I'm diabetic, so I try to be low sugar at the same time. So it's just a big thing. We are going to start intermittent fasting when I get home. So um, we'll see how that goes. But I'm also thinking of looking into like macro friendly foods and seeing if that helps us. I just need some healthier recipes that my husband will actually eat because he's very picky on vegetables. And so, like, without having to eat the same vegetables over, it'd just be nice to find something different. And the reason we don't do keto is because I can't eat that much meat. And again, I know I could eat more than just meat, but my husband doesn't like vegetables. So it'd literally be a meat and green beans because he's not going to eat anything else. And I don't like cooking different things for each person. So I would have been, if I had kids, I would have been one of those parents that would have been like, if you don't like what I cook, then you're just gonna go hungry until the next meal because you ain't get nothing special. You eat what we have, or you don't eat it at all. And I think now they call CPS on you for that. It's like, no, they need to learn to eat what's provided for them. And I'm not starving them. I gave them food. But nowadays, apparently, a kid can tell you they don't like something, and if you refuse to give them something else, they could call CPS on you for starving them. Like, what the crap? It's not a good world to have a child in, apparently. Maybe that's why God decided I shouldn't have kids, because I would be one of those parents that, like, nah, you're just gonna starve. You're not gonna eat this, you're gonna starve. I know years ago, my friend, like really years ago, because her daughter's now 23, but years ago when my goddaughter was, she was like 3, something along those lines. And we were leaving the mall, and she was throwing a fit because she did not want to leave the mall. And she just laid down in the middle of the floor, the road. And my friend picked her up and whooped her ass. And some lady in the parking lot called CPS on us, blocked us in so we couldn't even drive away because she picked her daughter up out of the road and whooped her butt for laying in the road when there's cars. She's blocking the road. It's like people are just crazy these days. That people, unless you see them beating the holy crap out of their child, mind your own business. Yeah, he won't eat that. It's got ranch. Um, it sounds good. I would eat it, but I'm telling you, my husband won't eat it. iPad would probably be a little bit easier because it's a bigger screen, but if it's got iMovie on it, iMovie is pretty easy to use because that's what I used to use on my MacBook before it broke. My husband got it fixed, but I haven't tried it yet. I think I'm going to just use it for a Cricut laptop since I've already got this one situated. Oh, no, I can taste the difference in bottled water. Dasani's salty. Aquafina is a little salty, but not as salty as Dasani. And then Life Water just tastes, I don't know how to explain it. It tastes stale. It's just not good. Ice Mountain is my favorite water, or Zephyr Hills. I like spring water. Any spring water is fine. But there's also um, a purified water. I don't know the brand, but it's just like a little local water in Florida. It's not bad. I drink tap water at my house. I like the water in Port Charlotte, but when we lived in Haines City, that water was so nasty. You had to buy bottled water. It was gross. I don't in Florida. It's it really depends on where you're at in Florida if you can drink the tap water or not. No, actually, I'm not watching anyone about intermittent fasting. My husband's coworker is him and his wife do it. They're both. Well, he's diabetic. I don't know if his wife's diabetic or not, but they've been doing the intermittent fasting and they've been losing weight. And he told my husband they haven't changed anything else except at what times they're eating. So I think if we can figure out, if we can get that down, then we can start, really cutting out things as after, also. But I think our problem is we try to do everything cold turkey. So, like, we try to go into a diet cold turkey. So, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help because then we get discouraged and or it's like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. Let's just order a pizza, and then that ruins everything, right? Look, I'm the middle child of three, and we ate what was put on the table as well, or we didn't eat at all until my mom went to sleep, and then we snuck in there and made a peanut butter and jelly or something. But my mom didn't usually make things we wouldn't eat either. So my grandma, on the other hand, she I had no issues eating her food, but my younger brother, he's not a vegetable kid. So he had a hard time when we visited my grandma. Hopefully, I can go back and look at the chat later because I really want that recipe just for something I can make for lunch. And I don't have anything to write it down with right now. Six slices. I'd just be using shredded mozzarella. That's what I got. And now you're gonna make me cook bacon. It's fine. I'm just kidding. I have tons of bacon. My dad left a crap ton of bacon when he moved back to Indiana, so I have a lot of bacon. So what do you roll it in, though? I guess I can keep reading. Oh, I guess I can't use shredded mozzarella cheese. You wrap it in the cheese. So do you cook it again after you roll it up tightly, or you just eat it like a chicken salad sandwich at that point? I tried making Cheez-Its. I'm not done with trying to make homemade Cheez-Its with just cheese. But I messed up last time because I ran out of parchment paper. So I was like, oh, I'll just use aluminum foil. Don't ever do that. It doesn't work. It just sticks to the foil. So I'm going to try again because my dad makes like the homemade Cheez Its. I call them Cheez Its. They're just like crunchy cheese. But I guess they're more like those cheese wisps, but and they're so good. And I could just sit there and eat them all day, but they're actually better for you than those cheese wisps because some of the cheese wisp flavors they add like a seasoning to it, and those seasonings have processed things on them, and it just makes them not healthy anymore. And like I said, I'm trying my best. I've got to the point where, for the most part, red dye 40s cut out. Although I did buy some Starbursts to chew on through the mountain, and I only like the pink ones, so I bought the all. Well, that's not true. I like the lemon ones as well, but they don't sell in all lemons. Which why not Starbursts? Make an all lemons. Thank you. I guess I'm the only person in the world that likes the lemon ones. I don't know. They make an all pinks or favorite reds, but why not a lemon? Just make all lemon. For us that don't want the red dye 40, that'd be great. Or how about this? Get rid of your red dye 40. I'm saying this like Starburst is actually going to watch my video and listen, but now if they come out with an all lemon, we know where they got that idea from, right guys? We know right here. I said all lemons. Sorry. Okay, so just FYI, my husband's watching, guys. All right, so 3 pounds of apparently pink and lemons. $28. I'm not paying $28 for some stupid Starburst. You're crazy. All right. We did pretty good on the paleo diet, but the problem with the paleo diet is you basically have to cook everything from scratch, and sometimes I just don't have the energy for that. But if I could get a really good day to where I could like prep a bunch of freezer meals that are paleo friendly, then that would be fine. But um, I haven't had a good day to do that. So we cook our bacon on our Blackstone so we can cook it all at one time, and then we separate it and freeze the cooked bacon. So all you have to do is reheat it. We leave some out to eat, I guess, fresh, and then we freeze the rest. But we usually just, because I buy it in bulk. I buy it from Sam's Club. Like I think it's a 3 pound, 3 or 4 pound thing, and we just cook it all at one time out on the Blackstone. It's not so bad because it doesn't pop as much for some reason as it does in like a frying pan. But I like them in full strips because I literally just like to eat them as a snack, and it's easier to eat their full strips. And I like the thick cut bacon. I don't like the thin cut crap. Which surprisingly, because you guys know If you've read my community tab today, I've eaten at Cracker Barrel twice today, but this morning they gave me thick cut bacon, and that's the first time I've ever had thick cut bacon at a Cracker Barrel. Normally, it's that thin, flimsy crap. I do have a bag of bacon pieces that I use in like soups and stuff. Oh, that's something else. If you don't want like chicken or pork chops, Justin, because I know you're watching, we have that potato soup in the freezer. You can put that in the refrigerator if you want soup tomorrow. Just throwing out some ideas. I don't really care. This hotel had an elevator, so I didn't have to ask for a handicap room on the first floor like the last one because I could not climb stairs last time. My feet aren't as swollen this time. I think it's because I wore my compression socks and tennis shoes. I ended up taking my shoes off though at one point because I think my foot did swell a little because it was really starting to hurt in the shoe. So I took my shoes off while I was driving. I think I don't think I don't know. I don't know if we would necessarily have an issue with keto. It's just a matter of, like you said, starting something and sticking to it. Our problem is that I don't always feel like cooking. So convenience meals are never healthy for you. That's why I just need a good day. If I had a friend that lived near us that could come over and actually help me cook to prep like a bunch of food, that would be good. But I don't have any close friends. So if I ever get a really good day where I can prep a lot of food, then I will be set on whatever diet we choose. But right now, um, right now it's just convenience at this point because I've not had the energy to do anything. In this past week, I like crap. Like, I think we went out to eat every day. I'm pretty sure we went out to eat every day. I did get double vegetables when we went to Texas Roadhouse, but that's only because I ordered the cactus blossom for our appetizer. And I ate a bunch of cactus blossom. If you don't know what a cactus blossom is, it's basically the bloomin' onion, except the bloomin' onion's better. I think if we can get the intermittent fasting down and we're looking into joining a gym. So if we can do that and those two things and then slowly start changing our food habits, I think we'll be fine. It's just the matter of getting the energy to make the healthier food because you can't buy healthy food from the freezer section. I don't care what anyone says. There's no convenience that it's healthy. Everything's filled with preservatives and chemicals and everything that's bad for you. So, you know, I used to do recipes on this channel and they didn't do very well. So, I mean, I'll try implementing some kind. Maybe if I did it like Kim, where I kind of like do a quick run through in a cleaning video, like you know how she cleans, but then she'll throw in a recipe every now and then in her video. I need to learn how to do like the quick things like she does, and then maybe I could do something like that. But I don't know. I used to try to do the recipe videos and they didn't get very many views, so I don't think anyone actually really enjoyed them. Sometimes I just make up my own recipes. I'll like look up stuff and I'm like, and then I'll combine it with something else, and then sometimes it comes out good. But I don't know. Yep, it really is the best. Here I am having a moment of silence. I'm trying to think of what to say. Oh, apparently, okay, so Spotify offers audiobooks, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just listen to a book on my drive. Well, I listened to a book on my way to Indiana and I finished that book. And so I started another book for my drive home and I got one chapter in and it shut off. Apparently, you're only allowed so many hours a month on Spotify books and you can purchase 10 extra hours, but it's $13 for 10 extra hours. The book that I was trying to finish is 11 has 11 hours left in it. No, that'd be I can't math today. 26 dollars. No. One. So I'm doing a delay test, by the way. Okay. My husband says there's about a 15-second delay. So if it seems like I'm answering you guys way later after you say something in the comments, that's why. So that also explains why the chat is moving slow on my end as well, because sometimes I will see your comments and then nothing for a while. So um so yeah, I don't wear full compression socks either, just ankle compression socks, because they're so uncomfortable to wear on your legs. Plus I don't wear pants. Like, I was wearing capris today. I was about to say I don't wear pants. I was wearing capris. Yeah, I think we'll try that. See if I can at least stop the cereal eating. That's one of my biggest. I haven't had any cereal this week though, so I might be good. But I also have cereal at the house that I don't want to go to waste, so I have to eat it before I can stop eating the cereal. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll be having cereal for lunch, since I won't be able to eat after 7. Or we could do 8 to noon. I'll let my husband decide, because I don't know what time he takes lunch. I'm not feeding my cereal to the dog. The bran flakes would be good for him. I don't know what else I have left. I don't remember what else I have left. Let's see. That's my. I don't eat breakfast. I drink coffee. And so we'll literally just be eating lunch and dinner when we do intermittent fasting. And we'll just start it whenever my husband would normally take his lunch, and then 12. I think we're doing the 14 or 14 no eating for 14 hours, and then I can't math. I'm so tired. What is it? 8 and 14. So you can eat for 8 hours. Obviously not constantly eating for 8 hours, but you have 8-hour window to eat, and then 14 hours not eating. Did I math that right? Is it 8 and 14? No. 8 and no. 14 and 10. Oh my God. Is that the one we're doing? What one are we doing? 7 to 11. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to start it when you ate lunch. Dad said we could start it anytime we wanted. It's just the window. So, um, yeah. I have to do something though. They put me on this medicine back in January, and I've gained so much weight since being on this medicine. And the stupid new doctor sat there and even made a comment about how the medicine causes weight gain, but yet she didn't want to do blood work until September and see me in September. So I guess she just wants me to die or something. I don't know. She was. I'm to the point where, like, I have no hope for doctors. The only good doctor I've ever had was Dr. Bernard. That's not true. My one doctor in Anderson wasn't so bad. I mean, she didn't think I should have had a tonsillectomy, but everything else, like diabetes wise, she was good. But I don't know. Maybe if we move again, I'll find a better doctor. I don't know. The only doctor I have that I actually like right now is my pain management doctor. Every other doctor's garbage. No, you see, you lost us. We don't like mushrooms. Neither one of us like mushrooms. No. I hate mushrooms. Mushrooms, they're so, To each their own, though. To each their own. I just, I don't like mushrooms. They're so gross. It's the texture, I think. I think it really is the texture. I love the smell of cooking them. I used to cook them for this group home I used to work in, and that was part of their diet is like something with mushrooms. And so I used to have to fry mushrooms up in butter all the time, and they smell so good. I just can't eat them. No. Also, this one lady used to order mushroom pizza when I worked at the pizza place. This smells good cooking. It just not for me. I don't like mushrooms. Mushrooms are not good for me. Oh, also, my husband wouldn't eat sour cream. That's the problem. We don't like the same things, and I'm not cooking two different meals. So finding something that we will both eat is the challenge. And I know he'll sit there and say, there's always peanut butter and jelly, but not when you're trying to go on a diet. Peanut butter and jelly cannot be an option on a diet. Sorry, I did it again. Trying my hardest not to yawn. I'm exhausted. But I also don't want to go to bed at 8 o'clock because then I really will be up at 3 in the morning. Oh my God. Okay, dear. I don't know. I never looked at YouTube for audiobooks. I was just trying to think of something else to do in the car besides listening to music because, look, I love being in the studio and all, but my throat needs a break from singing. And I have a hard time driving by myself and not singing every song. so, so books, I thought maybe I could put a podcast on tomorrow if I can't figure out a book thing. I'm not paying I'm not paying $12 to finish I wouldn't even finish it because there's 11 hours left in it. So I'm not paying well, it's $13 for 10 hours. No. Come on, Spotify, do better than that. They need to come up with like an unlimited book thing for Spotify. I know they probably have it for Audible. The problem with Audible is you have to buy the books, whereas on Spotify, the books are free, but apparently you only get so many hours. And I don't normally listen to audiobooks, but again, I wanted something different besides music for my drive. And it actually worked out fine. It actually, I got to think about something besides, being in the studio all day. Um, I use my iPhone. When I first started vlogging, I had a Sony Cybershot, but those aren't good cameras anymore. Those are like 2008 YouTube. but there's really nothing cheap on the market that's good quality unless you use your phone, to be honest with you. If you have an iPhone 13 or whatever the similar is in Android and higher, your phone is probably your best bet unless you're willing to go out and spend, about $700 on a good camera. Then, the G7X is pretty decent camera from the research I've done. Uh, Canon has one as well, but I don't know the numbers for it. And the what is it? DJI or something like that. Those cameras are supposedly really good. GoPros can be good, but they're also kind of pricey. So, really, for beginners, I recommend if you have a phone with a decent camera on it, I just recommend using your phone until you like. That's why I have been, well, camera is one of my decisions too. New phone, camera, or new computer. And that's what I got to try to decide. Camera would honestly be the cheaper route out of all of them for me because phones are what, how much is the iPhone I want? 1800, 1500, something like that. 2000. I don't know how much. It's whatever the newest iPhone is with the 1 gigabyte of memory. That's the one I want. So, um, I don't know what you mean iPhone 8? If it's an iPhone 8, that's probably not going to be very good quality. If it's like a Samsung, I don't know what the quality is. I'm not an Android user, so I know nothing about Androids, but the iPhone 13 and up is good quality as far as the camera goes. I really don't know what other cameras would be good for. Like if it was still 10 years ago, I'd say get a Cybershot because those are like $100 cameras. And of course, YouTube went all professional where you have to have like 8K now or something like. You don't have to have 8K, but you know what I'm saying? They're up to 8K quality. And so now everyone's trying to get you to buy the 8K cameras when the 4K cameras work just as well anymore. And that's why it's just better to stick with your phone. If you upgrade your phone every couple years, then your camera is going to be the best quality because their phone cameras keep up with the newest camera technology unless you're going to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a camera. And then you can get an 8K camera, which is like $1,500. It's like the cheapest I think I found for an 8K camera that's actually good quality. So, which I have no desire to spend that kind of money on a camera. That's why I haven't bought the camera I was going to buy because I don't want to spend $700 on a camera when my phone works just as well. So, that's where it comes into like decisions because would I have any difference in quality if I got a camera versus my phone? No, probably not. Would I be able to listen to music while I drive and record it at the same time? Absolutely. But I could always just upgrade my phone, give my husband my old phone, take his phone instead of trading it in and use that for like Spotify or something when I'm driving. But I'm just saying, sometimes you just want to make videos, but you want to listen to music at the same time and you can't do it. Or the other reason that a camera would be nice is if I need to look up something on my phone, I don't have to stop the video, look something up, and turn the video back on. But anyway, the other issue though with a camera is it would require more editing because there'd be more cuts to do. I don't know. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, it's a phone war is just something I just I let everyone just have what they want. Like I said, I'm an Apple person. I can tell you more about an Apple than I could tell you about an Android phone. I've not had an Android phone since 2011, probably. Oh, okay. Yes, I forgot. Michelle uses her phone too. Um, JR for editing. I don't use my phone for editing, so I couldn't help her. But she uses her phone or wanted to know about the best way to edit on the phone, and then what's best camera for a beginner, which I told her I just use my phone. And you know, remind me in the future, no matter what time of year it is, to pack pants when going to Indiana, because you never know the temperature. Like right now, I would love to have some sweatpants on, but I didn't pack any. I do like true crime. I don't watch it as much as I used to. I used to like live on the true crime network when I was in college for sure, because our we weren't required to do it first class, but we definitely got to step up if we could talk about true crime. Um, um, but yeah, I love true crime. I really should start getting back into it. It just, sometimes you know when your state of mind can't handle the true crime. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it could handle it right now. I don't feel like being on the next 48. So, all right. Four slices of bacon. Sorry, just saw that. Four slices of bacon sliced or cut up. A pound of stew meat cooked with salt, pepper, or squash cut up and added to it. Yeah, that sounds good to me, but my husband won't eat squash, so. uh, Basically, green beans, and that's the only non starch vegetable he'll eat. But he also likes carrots and corn. So, those are basically my choices with him. Or mashed cauliflower. I got him to eat mashed cauliflower, so I can do mashed cauliflower. But if it's not mashed, he won't eat it. Oh, that's not true. I can get him to eat spinach, but it's got to be in something, and the flavor's got to be completely cooked out of it. So very few things But, he'll eat. I blame his mother. And I know he's watching this, and he can agree it's his mom's fault. Although she'll eat more vegetables than he will. Like, she'll eat cabbage, she'll eat lettuce, she'll eat. I'm trying to think of what other vegetables she'll eat that he won't. That might just be it. Cabbage and lettuce. But she won't even try mashed cauliflower. So at least I can get him to try things. You're getting closer to Florida when you're still in Georgia and they have palm trees. I just happened to look out the window and notice that there's palm trees. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, I'm still in Georgia, not to Florida yet. And yes, I know more places can have palm trees than just Florida. California has them, Texas has them. I don't know what else because they need hot climate to be able to survive. So I know other countries that have them, but I'm thinking about in America. I don't remember seeing them in Arizona, but there might have been palm trees in Arizona. They could definitely survive out there. Well, parts of Arizona, because they do need water. They can't just live off of nothing like cactuses can. They need water. Back to true crime though, one of the YouTubers I do watch does like she does like research on like true crime things and she talks about them. But if you don't like bad language, you probably wouldn't like her. But it's Chris Collins or Call Me Chris, whatever. So I don't know if she started a second channel for him or not. Let me look actually, since I can actually get on my phone and look real quick. Um, but on her normal channel, she was doing them, but she was talking about starting another channel, but I'm not sure if she did or not. Okay, so the last one she did was 12 days ago, and it was about the world's deadliest cult. So she does things like that every now and then. It's not like her normal things, but she does true crime deep dives is what she calls them. It's just something she started doing, and everyone seems to really be enjoying it. So she's kept on doing it. But I don't know. Huh. Mm, 8MC. Hold on. I can actually look that up. 8MC. 8MC investigation. Um, is it Couch Detective? When I put in 8MC, it comes up as Couch Detective. When the victim solves her own murder. Okay. I'm going to hit subscribe just so I'll be able to find them. I do that all the time. I subscribe to people, and then if I don't like their channel, I unsubscribe from them. Oh, I know that's mean, but otherwise I'll forget. So I started, anytime someone recommends someone to me, I subscribe to them until I can get around to watching them. Oh. Now it's getting hot in here. Oh, that's nice of him. Moment of silence. I don't think I have anyone else that's true crime anymore. I was following the lawyer girl, but she's been covering the same trial forever, and I don't know. I just would rather not Google her, look her up when I want to watch a trial. But I don't know. I cleaned out a lot of people off my channel or my subscribers list. If I hadn't watched them in a year or more, or they haven't posted in a year or more, I deleted them. Yeah, her. I was watching her, but then it's like I'm kind of over the trial she's been covering lately, and so it's like it's easier for me to just look her up when I want to watch her again. I don't know. My list was getting so overwhelming. I had like over 100 people that I was subscribed to, and I had to get rid of a lot of. Well, it turned out like a lot of them haven't even posted in a year, so I just deleted them. So I was like, there's no point in keeping them on there. If they come back, they come back. It will probably notify me, you would think, but there's no point in keeping them on there if they're not active. So I did get rid of anyone that's not active. And then if I can't remember the last time I watched someone's video, I deleted them as well. Sometimes you just got to clean up. I need to get on Facebook and delete people. There's some people that I'm like, I don't even know how I know you, but you're on my friends list. Do you guys have people on Facebook like that? You're like, how do I know you? How do I know you? And like you have no friends in common with this person. I swear Facebook adds people to my friends. Like they just add people without asking me if I know them or not. Because there's people on my Facebook that post all the time that I have no idea who they are. So I have no idea what's going on. I don't get on Facebook enough to care. If I get on Facebook, I'll, just scroll for a little while, and then I scroll through the shorts for a little while because I don't like TikTok, and I don't really like Facebook shorts either, but they're better than TikTok. At least it's stuff I'm interested in. Oh. You guys don't watch the overnight channel, do you? Am I the only one in here that likes paranormal? I'm just curious if anyone else has been following the drama going on. My hands are dry, by the way, before anyone asks. They're super dry. I didn't have lotion all week, and I don't know why, but my mother-in-law did not have lotion either. So, oh, so Corey left the overnight channel and Elton posted a video kind of letting everyone know that he left and that Corey had been talking a bunch of crap about Elton to like roommates and stuff like that, basically saying he didn't get paid, that the reason he left is he needed to make more money and blah, blah, blah. So Elton kind of said, I have all the receipts that how much he got paid. He's spreading a bunch of lies saying, he didn't get paid, blah, 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 blah. And then Corey made a response video basically what's the word where you go against someone's character? Defamation. So a bunch of defamation from Corey's end towards Elton. And so then Elton came back, showed all the receipts of how much Corey made and all this other stuff while he was with the overnight channel and Haunted Homies and all that other stuff. And then told Corey that, if he took his TikTok video down, defaming his character, that he would just let it go. But every day that it stays up on TikTok is more money that he's going to sue him for because of the defamation of character. Yeah, well, it's kind of hard when that's what they're posting. I don't ever comment on it. I'm not in the comments like, it is totally blah, blah, blah's fault, like some of the people. But yeah, I get enough drama with my own family. But yeah, that's the drama going on in the paranormal world now. So, yay. I'm also really behind on YouTube videos because I think I watched 2 videos the whole time I was gone. It's like, I feel like every time I get caught up, I leave and get so far behind again. All right, well, I'll talk to you later then. You be safe. Look, sci-fi is decent. Psychological thrillers are amazing, but I know they're not for everyone. Movies about cults. I'm trying to think what movies I've seen that are about cults. What was that? There was one that was a limited series on Netflix that we watched. It was weird. What was that? It had a what's her face in it. Like you can nice know off of what's her face. Jesus. Why can't I think of what that stupid movie was called or limited series was called? It wasn't it was just weird. I don't know. But yeah. I don't mind watching things about cults. You know, just depends on what you classify cult as. So, we have 4 people in here and only 2 people talking. Oh man. I'm trying very hard to stay awake, guys. Very, very hard. We've made it to 9 o'clock. That's saying something. Because I'm exhausted. Oh, here's something we can talk about that's really been grating on my nerves. Do you guys tip? Like when you go to a restaurant or order food for delivery, do you tip? I need to know. I need to know what kind of people follow me because I've commented on a few Facebook threads this past week. Apparently, people don't tip and it's irritating, especially when you like for some reason if you defend tipping as, a nice thing to do, like are we required to tip? No, no one is required to tip. It's just courtesy because waiters, waitresses, delivery drivers work off of tips. They don't get paid crap. So it's just customary to tip them for their services. Well, these people are all like, "Oh, I don't get tipped for my job. Why should I tip them for doing their job? Because you don't make $2.13 an hour, which is the federal minimum wage for tipped jobs. So um, the most a company has to at least pay, or the least, oh, you know what I mean, is $2.13 if it's a tipped position. So any position that works for tips or that gets tips, they legally only have to pay them $2.13. Granted, it is up to the state after that to set what they want their minimum to be. But even when I worked at Pizza Hut, I made like $5.50 an hour plus tips for driving. So that wasn't a lot because I still had to put gas in my car. I had to pay for my insurance. There's a lot of upkeep and crap like that. So if you don't tip the person bringing you your food or the person waiting on you in the restaurant, you're wasting their time. You're not paying them their worth. And so these people sitting there going, well, you don't tip the fast food employee when they hand you your bag of food through the drive-through. No, you're right, because they make at least $15 an hour in most states. In almost every state, federal wage will be $15 an hour next year. It's going to be the minimum federal wage will be $15 an hour. So everyone, unless you're working a tipped job, will make $15 an hour minimum. You cannot make less than that unless you work for tips. And so these people were saying that I was gullible, that I just, because I tip, I tell them that for bad service, if I have bad service, I still tip at least 15% because they still did their job. Now, there have been times I have not tipped and I've gotten a free meal out of it because the person didn't do their job. My order was wrong. They never checked on me. I never got a you know what I'm saying? But if it's mediocre service where like they maybe, you know, they brought my food and my original drink but never checked on me again until they brought my check, that's a 15% tip. If it was decent service where, you know, I got refills, you checked on me a couple of times, you're getting your 20%. If it was above and beyond, you're getting 25 to 30%, depending on how great. We went to the Cheesecake Factory before and we tipped the person like almost $50. So we're pretty good tippers. But according to these people, we are gullible because we're feeding into the propaganda. And I'm like, no, you're making it impossible for people to make a living. And then they're saying, well, they shouldn't have a kid's job. It's not a kid's job. You have to be 18 years or older to deliver any type of delivery, like Grubhub, DoorDash, pizza. You have to be at least 18 years or older. Some, I think one of them requires you to be 21. I can't remember which one. It might be Papa John's. Don't quote me on that, but one of the main pizza places require you're 21 to deliver pizzas. And then at most restaurants, I say most, and I'm just talking about the United States of America because I don't know about the rest of North America. But most restaurants you have to be 18 to wait tables because especially if they sell alcohol. If they don't sell alcohol, you can be 16. But if they sell alcohol in the store, even though you can't serve it, you have to be 18 to wait tables because I don't know why. It's some stupid federal thing that you're not even supposed to be near the alcohol or something like that unless you're 18. But yet hostess are like 16. Anyway, my whole point is tip, people, tip. It is until they start paying every single person at least minimum wage, tip. Until it becomes a federal law that there are no more tipped positions. We're like Europe. We don't have tipped positions. We pay everyone a living wage, etc., etc., etc. Tip. Because we don't live in Europe. These people require money. And it makes me so mad that they're like, they need to just get a better job. They have a job. You should be happy they have a job. They're not sitting on their ass living off of welfare. They have a job. So why are you putting them down? Why are you making their life harder by, spending $100 and then not tipping them crap? That just irritates me more than anything. But anyway, I forgot my point. Because I'm defending this, they're like coming after me saying, well, why don't you go get a job at McDonald's or something? I'm like, I don't work. That doesn't mean I can't defend these people and say that what you're saying is wrong. Just because I am not currently working in that service doesn't mean I can't have an opinion on it, right? Don't just assume because I'm defending them that I work in that field. Nothing against it. I've worked in the field almost my whole entire life. I did delivery for pizza. I did Domino's pizza. I've done Grubhub. I've done DoorDash. I used to wait tables. I've done it all. So I know how it feels to work for tips. So anyway, and then the other comment that really pissed me off is like, well, I can smell a Democrat from the comments. And I'm like, well, nah, they went political. I hate getting political. So we're not going to get too political here. But, I am an independent. I don't claim Democrat or Republican. I vote for whoever's the best. And I hate when people just assume because you're a nice person that you're a Democrat. Like, because I tip makes me a Democrat. So Republicans, this person that said this basically made it sound like Republicans don't tip at all. Not saying if you guys are Republican that you don't tip. I'm just saying that the person that made the comment towards me That's how they made it sound. They threw every Republican under the bus at that point, saying that, because I tip, I'm a Democrat. Anyway. I was watching the ladies on YouTube forever, and now she's completely gone. There's no YouTube video. I don't know why she is gone from YouTube. I don't. Gwen Shamblin. Is that the one that you can't find her videos anymore? Gwen Shamblin. Gwen. I see something about Gwen Shamblin being a religious weight loss person. Is that who you're talking about? Founder of the Christian Diet Program. She had a TV show called The Way Down. She looks like she's on crack. Is this who you're talking about? I'm trying to show her. She looks like she's on crack. And see, that 18 to 20%, perfectly acceptable. But 0, not acceptable. Unless they were a crap ass server, like the one time, the one and only time I never tipped. Like, literally, our whole order was wrong. My sister-in-law, her spaghetti had hair in it. The guy just shrugged his shoulders at it. My food was basically raw. Everything was wrong with our order. He didn't want to fix it. He never refilled our drinks. My dad literally got up and went and got his own refill, and then he came back and he refilled everyone else's glass. And none of the other waiters or waitresses even said anything about us going to get our own drinks. This is a restaurant where they literally are supposed to fill up your cups and everything for you. So it wasn't like one of those sit down fast food situations. No, this was, I think it was TGI Fridays if I remember correctly, but this guy was horrible. He never checked on us. He never got his drinks, never did anything. And we saw him just sitting over in the other room at a table on his phone the whole entire time instead of waiting on us. And then when he brought the check, we asked for the manager and we straight up said, look, we'll pay for this nasty food, but you know, you should know that I had my dad was talking, by the way. He's like, we had to get up and get our own drinks. We told him our order was wrong. We told him there was hair in this food. None of us have actually eaten. If you can look at our plates, nothing is gone. And which is true. We didn't eat because it was raw. How are you supposed to eat raw food? Anyway, and we told him that our waiter's been sitting over at that table this whole time on his phone and never checked on us until he just brought us the bill. He didn't even ask how everything was. He just brought us the bill and walked back and sat right back down and got on his phone. The manager walked over, fired the waiter right in front of us, which was never our intentions, but whatever. Good riddance. You probably shouldn't be waiting tables if you're more concerned about your phone. That's the other problem with today's society is they don't know how to work. They just want money given to them. They don't want to work for it. But anyway, we ended up getting our whole meal comped, and then we got certificates to come back another time, which I don't even think we did. I think my dad ended up giving those to someone because we never went back to that restaurant. And they closed down not long after that. Probably because they didn't know how to cook the food. But anyway, I'm going on a rant again. Sorry. I get kind of ranty about certain topics and I can't help it. I worked in the service industry for a long time, not just tipping jobs, but I worked fast food, which is a very thankless job. I worked retail, which is another thankless job, So I try to be very polite and considerate to everyone because I know that that's probably not the job they want, but it's the job they have. And so I try to make their life a little bit easier by just being polite to them because, being polite to someone can sometimes make their whole day. You just never know what someone's going through. So when you're rude to someone, it's why, you know? Oh, and that's the thing. One of the places, this is a long time ago, before I even met my husband, but I told this story and the girl told me I was stupid for tipping the guy. But I went to order something and the guy said, well, are you sure? Because you are kind of already big enough. And I just, did that kind of sort of thing and said, yeah, I'm sure that's what I want. But that was the only rude thing he said to me. He was nice the rest of the time. And I think he had that, he was still nice. He made sure we had drinks and everything else. I don't think he was expecting to get a tip, but I still left him a 15% tip because maybe he was just having a bad day, or maybe he didn't mean for it to sound as rude as it did. But don't tell me. And I wasn't that big at the time, by the way. I was not as big as I am now. That's what gets me is you have no idea what people are going through. I was actually not fat until we moved to Indiana. And I lost all my friends because all my friends lived in Georgia. So I was very depressed. I just, I became addicted to food because what else did I have, right? And so here I am, 16 years old, and you're basically calling me fat. Okay, dude, you just, not saying that he's the reason I'm fat, but you don't comment on people's weight because you don't know what they're going through. Maybe I have had an eating disorder. You don't know, and now you just made it worse. So that's the other. Don't comment on people's weight. They know if they're fat, they know they're fat. They don't need you to tell them that you're fat. That was one of the other comments someone made when I was doing the tipping post because it said something. It was about DoorDash. because these people said that they shouldn't have to tip DoorDash because they already paid delivery fee. And when I was like, they don't even get that delivery fee. That's just the fees that the company charges for you to process, for them to process your order through their app. The driver doesn't get that. So, and this person's like, says there, what did they say? They said, something about, well, maybe I'll tip you if you can manage to make it to my house without choking down my food first. And I'm sitting there like, a fat joke. I haven't heard one of those before, you know. And like, dude, I know I'm fat. You don't need to tell me I'm fat. Like, come on. Anyway, I'll stop ranting, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just get real heated on certain things. I just, when people state the obvious, it irritates me. I'm sorry. I'll shut up about it. It's like, whatever. Whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry. Probably gonna end this soon. It's already been 2 hours. I didn't even think I'd make it that long. I planned on 30 minutes, so. Look, there's a lot of freaking weirdos and a lot of rude people, and just, ugh, I don't know how to explain them. People just, I'm at the point where I have no hope for humanity, to be honest with you. Like, our world is becoming so computerized that the kids don't want to work, the people don't want to tip. It's like, I don't get it. I want to go back to the 90s where things were great. You know what I'm saying? Where people were nicer, computer or technology wasn't so advanced. You know, we barely had cell phones. We had the big ass block phones, and that's if you could afford one. I didn't have one, but we had pagers. You know what I'm saying? But mm, I'll have to look more into the Gwen Shamblin. That's just the first one that popped up. They called her a weight loss cult. A Christian weight loss cult is what they called her. So I didn't look any further. I'm too tired to really do any research, to be honest with you. But oh, okay, that is her. All right. Um. Well, she looks like a crackhead, so sorry. In the photo, they did not do her any justice in that photo. Oh, Jesus. I never even heard of her. So her diet must have not made it to the church I was going to at the time, because I did not ever hear of her. I'll look into them when I get home. I'm always looking for movies to watch, so. Sorry, I was looking at the rain. It's not very hard right now, so. I think maybe I wouldn't be so tired if I couldn't see the bed in the background. That bed is just like calling my name, but I'm like, it's only 9 o'clock. It's too early. I'll be up super early if I go to bed now. I might put my headphones on and try to watch a video on YouTube or something. I don't ever watch the TVs in the hotel. My husband does sometimes. I don't watch them. I'm always afraid I'll play it too loud because I have a hard time hearing. Like my I cannot tell you what was going on at my dad's house. Like I know I watched the news a bunch, but I just listened like I watched videos or played games on my phone because I couldn't hear the TV. That's how bad my hearing is that my dad could hear the TV and I couldn't. I'm just like I can't hear anything that's going on. I don't know what my mother-in-law would put Hallmark movies on when my dad went to bed. I couldn't hear a word of them. I knew what they were saying because they're movies I've seen 1,000 times. I mean, Hallmark Christmas movies, who hasn't seen them 1,000 times, right? But I don't know. I need to get my hearing checked. I feel like it's getting worse. Maybe it's because I play music super loud. I don't know. But you know what? when I'm driving down the road, I need to occupy my mind somehow. And when I listen to music, for some reason I gotta sing, you know. I sometimes I imagine myself that I'm on stage and I'm just belting out the song. And sometimes I can like see stories of my life that the song reminds me of. So parts of my life that the songs remind me of. I'm thinking of doing a shorts series on YouTube about songs. Like one of them is one of the series that I'm thinking about is Christian songs that a non-Christian likes because I love Christian music, but I don't classify myself as a Christian. I think I've mentioned that in a video before. I don't know if you've seen it, but I classify myself as spiritual, not Christian. I don't like to put myself in a religious group because I don't like to be in the bubble because I don't follow all of their beliefs. Like, I just believe that you should be a good person, that, believe in God, and Jesus, and stuff like that. I believe in all that, but I don't think you should spread hate. And there's so many religions that spread hate because it's what the Bible says. And look, the Bible's been interpreted many, many times that who knows what the Bible actually really said. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, unless you have the original Bible in your hand and you can read the original Bible, you don't know what it actually says because it's been translated so many times over the years that someone probably changed wording at some point to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't classify myself in a religious group. So I was thinking that would be a kind of cool short series because YouTube keeps bothering me about doing more shorts. They also bother me about doing more lives, which is why I'm trying to decide if I'm going to start doing one live a month or not. The only reason I've done the lives these last 2 weeks is because they're normal, or not last, but you know what I mean. The last two times is because they're my normal upload days, but I don't have anything to upload because I'm traveling. So, and it didn't get anything edited in time to upload. I don't know. I'm tired, so if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry. But, um, so yeah, YouTube like sends out all these little things. You need to do more shorts. I don't like short form content. So now I'm trying to think of what I can do that's actually enjoyable for me to put more shorts out in the world. So I also thought about doing songs of my life and kind of telling stories through songs. Like I'll do a year and then like write a little story that will fit on the screen while the song's playing or something like that. I thought that would be kind of cool because I have a whole playlist. If you guys want to follow my Spotify playlist, they're all public, and but I have a playlist literally called Meaning in Life, and it's all these songs that have some sort of meaning to me in my life. So yeah, like that's just random. Let's do this one. 45. Staring down the barrel of a 45. um, Maybe that one wasn't a good one because I would need to pull out the lyrics right now because I'm so tired. I can't really. Well, yeah, that one wasn't a good one. I need something that I could easily tell you the meaning of. Here we go. This one is just common sense. You Should Be Here by Cole Swindell. Obviously, it's about lost loved ones. Um, I think I used to think about my grandpas, both of them, and a lot when the song first came out. And then when my mom passed away, it had a whole new meaning. So, um, well, here's another easy one. Before He Cheats. I've been cheated on a lot because men, not all, but there are some bad men out there. Here's another one, Friend of Mine by Kelly Price featuring R. Kelly, and I can't finish, I can't see the rest. But that's a song about a girl whose husband is cheating on her with her best friend. Oh, wait, that actually happened. Not my husband, but my ex boyfriend. So, um, Perfect Fan. It's about my mom. Hella Cravings is about Hella Cravings. If you've never heard Hella Cravings, it's a parody to Adele's Hello, but it's by Dustin and Genevieve. Just look up Dustin and Genevieve and then Hella Cravings. So hilarious. They also have another one called My Coffee, and oh, there's another one they do with the Circle of Life song. Oh, Virtual Life. Just look them up. They do parodies and they're hilarious. Not all of them, but most of them are hilarious. Loser Like Me, that's obvious. I was a loser in high school and just whatever. Um, um, just trying to find some easy ones. All of them do have meaning, guys. It's just I'm so tired that I couldn't tell you without really thinking about it. But yeah, you can go look on my Spotify's up. My I think I have it under Treading My Way, but let me look. It's just my regular name. Oh, here we go. Can I edit my username? Apparently not. My username, I'll tell you guys if you want to go look me up on Spotify, is 12491788952. I'm going to go on the actual website and see if I can change that, because that's stupid if I can't. I don't want to be a number. Life was way better before social media. Oh, I'm tired. I'm like beyond tired. I'm exhausted. Edit profile. Can I do that? No, it's not there. Spotify went up $3.40. God. It's now $19.99 plus tax. I have the premium family plan, just FYI. Why won't you go to my account? Thank you. Manage members. Maybe. Maybe there. I've been avoiding putting my address in because I'm afraid they're going to be like, you guys don't all live in the same state. Because I have people on there that live in different states. Like, they're still, they sure don't pay for it. That's for sure. I pay for it. I don't know how to change it. I guess I'm just that number. That's just my username, guys. Because it won't let me edit that. It'll let me copy it. What? Hold on, I just went edit my email. Well, let me change it there. No. Whatever. You'll just have to find me under 12491788952. That is my username until I can figure out how to change it. And you can see all my lists and anything else that I have on there. Oh, any guys. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go. So if you post something in chat and I don't respond to it, just know that there's a delay and I probably didn't see it before I signed out. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm exhausted and I'm just gonna go lay down and relax and finish my drive tomorrow. I have 6 hours and 20 minutes left of my drive, and then I'll be home. That just tells you how far south I live in Florida. And Florida is a pretty big state because I'm only about 30 minutes to an hour until Florida. And then I got to go another 5 hours to get home. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. This week was definitely a lot better. Not that I don't appreciate when I have all my weirdos in here. I do appreciate I appreciate everyone that joins my lives. I appreciate it all. But I will talk to everyone later. I don't know if you can comment on this afterwards or just send me a message on one of my other videos if you think doing at least one live a month would be awesome. And any ideas for shorts would be a help as well, since YouTube seems to want me to do more lives and more shorts. So I'm going to try to appease them. Maybe if I appease them, they'll stop sending me letters every freaking month about you need to do more shorts and more lives to grow your audience. Well, maybe I don't want to grow my audience. I do want to grow my audience. I do. Everyone wants it. Anyone that says they don't want to grow their audience is lying, just so you know. But anyway, all right, guys. I really do appreciate you, but I'm going to get off here for reals this time because I am exhausted. I'm tired, and I will talk to you guys later. So thanks again for joining.